This year has been crazy for Wolverhampton Wanderers. Cunha was scrapping with Ipswich Town, Lamina completely lost his head losing his captaincy in the process, and they found themselves 19th in the league halfway through the season. Luckily for them though, the promotion curse struck again, as they finished 16th, 17 points clear of the relegation zone. They got away with it this time, but next year is going to be even tougher, as they lost one of their best attackers in Matheus Cunha to Man United, and another top talent in Ryan Aït-Nouri to Man City. Wolves need help, and I know just the guy for the job. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, today I'm taking charge of Wolves. But this isn't going to be easy, as we somehow need to build this team back up, get them playing good football again, and hopefully at some point make them the strongest team in Europe. And on our first day, guys, this is indeed the Wolverhampton Wanderers side that we've inherited. And yes, you may have guessed from seeing Ryan Aït-Nouri and Cunha in the team, we begin our journey with them at the end of last year, which, as we've already gone through, wasn't exactly the best for them. And it'll simply get worse as Cunha's getting sold, Ryan Aït-Nouri is getting sold. As far as I'm aware, Lawson isn't staying at Wolves as well, and those three were the club's top goal contributors out of everybody last year. So yeah, not exactly the best start. However, it's not all bad news though, because once those three leave, there are still some quality players in this team we can build it around, like João Gomes, the Brazilian CDM, only 24.78 overall. His fellow Brazilian CDM, Andre, 23 years old, 77 rated. There's also Fabio Silva returning from his loan move, 22 years old, 78 rated. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with him though, because I know that there's a lot of mixed feelings with Wolves fans regarding him. Another thing as well, guys, we are losing these 4 players due to their contracts not being renewed, which is a shame because I reckon we could have done with Nelson Semedo next year. It's one of them though, guys, we're just going to have to live without him, but if that wasn't bad enough, there's one rule that we've got to follow set by the board, and that is until we qualify for European football, if a team who finishes above us puts a transfer offer for one of our players, we have to accept it. So if somebody comes in for João Gomes, someone comes in for Andre, we'll have no choice but to accept it. And I'll be real with you lot, I do not have a strong feeling about doing well next year with this team. There is genuinely so much work to be done with them. The only good thing is we're selling Cunha and Aït-Nouri at the start of next year. And hopefully it's for quite a big sum of money, guys, because quite frankly, if we're to survive the Premier League next year with Wolves, we're gonna bloody need it. And so as we enter our first proper season, but technically season 2, it felt appropriate to get rid of all the players that are supposed to be leaving and have already left in real life. That means Sasa Kalajdzic has gone out on loan to Freiburg, Cunha has joined Liverpool, Johnston's left, Doyle's left, and Aït-Nouri is left. Don't worry though, Cunha and Aït-Nouri have been rectified. And in case you're wondering about why Fabio Silva's joined Fulham, it's very simple. Fulham finished above us last year in the table and they put a bid in for him, and going by that rule, we can't say no to that. Thankfully though, we've got 161 million to spend now, and hopefully if all goes well in the transfer window, not many teams will be finishing above us in the Prem. And no guys, I'm not going to be signing just anybody. I've done my research on players leaving the club, so I've done my research on the players that potentially are joining them as well. And the first signing isn't really that much of a surprise, as we've signed Kyle Walker from City for 6.2 million. He obviously went on loan to Milan last year, he's out of favour at Man City, so it does make sense. He's still got it though, he's 35 granted, but he's 79 rated, vast Premier League experience, and honestly that's exactly what Wolves need right now. Just like they need stronger attackers, as we've lost all of ours, which is why 25.5 million has gone on Sporting winger Jenny Katama. He really isn't a bad player at all, he's rapid with great dribbling, only 24.79 rated, and with him getting 11 goal contributions last year in all competitions for Sporting, he has got a bit of an eye for goal. Now that we've got someone who's got an eye for goal though, we need someone to defend ours, which is where John Lucchini comes in for 12 million. And with him being 6'2 with great defending and physicality, only being 27 as well, I do think if we stick with a 3 at the back formation, he can slot into the middle of that perfectly. The transfers continue though, as they are eyeing up Rangers CDM Nicholas Raskin. And as you can see, he's very well rounded, he's a good player, young still. The only problem is I don't know how I'm going to fit him into the team with Andre and João Gomes there. It really does have to be said though, so far the team is looking sound. We however still have 85 million left to spend. And yes, we've been through every single transfer rumour, but the transfer window itself is still open, which means anything can still happen, and that means we can still make some signings. As the next player we've just brought into the club is a position we desperately need more quality for, as as John Duran joins us for 44 million. As you can see, he's still only 21, fantastically well-rounded for a striker as well. Plus, Wolves are interested in him in real life, and he does want to move back to the Premier League, so this kind of does make sense. And finally, we desperately need a better shot stopper, which is where Van Juve comes in for only 21 million. And at only 25, he's already 79 rated, he's 6'3", brilliant stats. And I'm very happy with this signing, guys, because we needed a shot stopper now, not somebody who's going to grow into one in a few years' time. Gotta say though, I am really happy with the business we've conducted in season 1. But here comes the tricky part, getting them all in the team and making it work somehow. And I think the way we do that, guys, is by playing the 3-5-2 like this when we're on the ball. We're obviously going to be countering, and we're obviously going to be playing a deep line with this formation. But I'm hoping that once the team starts progressing and starts to get better, we'll be able to play a bit more attacking football. And on paper, this is by a country mile now our strongest starting 11. And yes, it still isn't an amazing team, but it's definitely better than what we once had. Walker's going to be a centre-back, Raskin is going to be a CDM with Gomez, we've got Hangui Chan up top, which hopefully won't be a long-term thing, because next year I do want someone better. For now though, we've done all we can by signing all 6 of these players to improve our team. Now it's just a question of if these guys can actually make a difference, or whether Wolves will still be lingering around the relegation zone. However, unfortunately, judging by the looks of these stats, it doesn't look too dissimilar to last year. I mean, Hwang Yi-chan somehow our top goal contributor, John Duran's 5 goals behind him, you got 7 and 5 for Chiquinho, Katomo's only played 14 games. Oh my god, yeah, this has been a disaster. On the other hand though, there has been quite a bit of growth from our players, especially John Duran, 84 rated at 22 years old. Yeah, safe to say we're saying goodbye to him next season. So we now know that the stats that these guys have pulled aren't the best in the world, but have we at the very least done better than Wolves did last year in real life? And we actually did, to be fair, by 2 places. And that obviously isn't good off first glance, but when you take a closer look at the Premier League table, we were only 1 win away from finishing 11th. So all in all, guys, definitely an improvement from last season. We, however, didn't pick up the FA Cup as Chelsea knocked us out in round 3, and Palace knocked us out of the Carabao Cup in round 4. But this wasn't one of our main concerns to begin with, so I'm not fussed at all. What I am fussed about is us doing far better than last year. And frankly, that's exactly what we've done, so I consider this season a massive W. Going forward though, there's significant improvement that needs to happen in pretty much every area of the team. For starters, our defence needs improving. We need stronger wingers, a better cam, probably 2 new strikers, because there is no way on planet Earth that John Duran does not leave us next year. However, with him being worth 48 million with 4 years left on his contract, his sale alone next year, if it happens, will be able to buy us so many good players. So honestly, I'm kind of counting on this to happen. And if it does, I'm telling you, these guys will skyrocket up the table next year. Especially if you guys leave a like on this video right now and smash that subscribe button if you're new. And so guys, we've just arrived into season number 3 with Wolves, and as you can see, our team's not really taking much of a hit at all. But we have indeed sold a fair amount of players. But I would say every single player that we've actually got rid of went for a fair amount of money. I mean, Juve went for 25, Andre went for 18, so did Bueno. I mean, Monetti went for just under 10 million. And that gives us just over 125 million to spend, which, as we saw last year, if spent correctly, can make all the difference in the world. One thing we absolutely need though is a keeper, because our only one right now is Tom King. So every other position we need to focus on is at the back of my mind, because this is a #1 priority. Almost straight away though, we found a suitable replacement for Juve in Noah Atubolo from Freiburg for only 16.9 million. Now granted, he's not as good as Juve, but he's 24, he's 78 overall, still a fairly solid keeper. And with us having less money to spend and more positions to actually sort out this time, I'm trying to make it as balanced as possible all around the pitch. However, now my attention is focused on the back 3, where I want to bolster it a little bit more, so CJ Egan-Riley comes in for 23 million from Burnley. And I've not just bought this guy for no reason, he actually fits our team perfectly. He's only 23, he's 79 overall, he's fast, he's got good defending and physicality, and because of those attributes, he'll fit on the right side of our back 3 perfectly. A further 23.5 million was then spent on attacking midfielder Fabio Carvalho. And I bet you're wondering why he'd want to leave Brentford to join Wolverhampton Wanderers. Well, the answer to that question is actually very simple. Brentford are now playing Championship football because last year they got relegated. And I'm almost certain Fabio Carvalho would prefer to play Premier League football with us than Championship football with any team for that matter. Now though, we move on to that left midfield role, which I did say I wanted to improve, which is why I've spent 18.5 million on an unwanted Marcus Rashford at Manchester United. But looking at him, guys, I want him. He's 28, 80 overall, he's fast, he's got 82 shooting, he's got 5-star skill moves. I don't really care what's been going on with him at United, I feel like he can do wonders for us. And after all those signings, that leaves us 34 million left to spend. And there is one more position I want to buy for, and that's the striker role. And I think, oh now, Kalimuendo is perfect. He's 5'9", he's fast, he's got good shooting, good dribbling, only 24 years old. And the best thing, he's more than affordable, guys, so this is basically a done deal. And there we have it, guys, 22.5 million later, that's our transfer window done. I've got to be honest though, I went into that thinking he was way more expensive, but I'll definitely take 22.5 mil. And I'll also take the team looking like this heading into our third year with them. I mean, look at the transformation, man. There's literally no weakness anywhere on the pitch. Guys, as daft as this may sound, European football is not exactly off the cards. Especially with the 5 players we've signed this time, man. They've got so much quality that they can just inject into the team straight away. Only time will tell, though, if we do better in the Premier League with them. But man, the goals and assists our boys have got this year are promising. Look at Duran, man, 20 goals in 42 games. I'm not joking, we might have actually pulled off European football. And it's not just the stats that are insane, look at the improvement, man, +3s, +4s, +5s even. I actually need us to get European football because next year I don't want to sell anybody, man. We've actually done it, we are 5th in the Premier League, European football secured. And when you take a closer look at the table, we were only 1 point outside the top 4, 2 points from finishing inside the top 3. So obviously I am buzzing with getting Europa League football, but next year we want to be winning the Europa League and we want to be getting top 4 football. We however haven't done well in the FA Cup as we only made it to round 4. And Man City knocked us out in round 4 of the Carabao Cup. At some point we'll start focusing more on these competitions, but it won't be just yet. For next year, I'm going to be focusing on getting this team ready for European football. The thing is though, we can't just focus on European football when there's the Premier League right there in front of us. Because obviously with us finishing inside the top 6, and this means 2 things, guys. We obviously qualify for Europe and we don't have to sell any of our players if we don't want to. But if next year we slip outside the top 6, it's right back to square one. So to make sure we perform well again next year in the Premier League, I will be making some pretty damn brutal decisions. And as we enter the new season, I don't think it'll shock anybody that I'm on about the defence, but I have just brought in a defender that's going to proper improve it. And that is Murillo from Nottingham Forest, who we've just spent 44.5 million on. And he's quite frankly fantastic. He's mid-20s, already 84 rated, rapid with great defending and physicality. 1 signing down, 2 more to go. And as for the second signing, it's a little bit of a wild card as I've just spent 22.5 million to sign Mamadou Sarr. Now I know he's not the strongest defender in the world right now, but he's 6'4", he's 21, 79 rated with good stats all around. I believe if we give him a chance this year, he'll not only really progress as a player, he'll slot perfectly in the middle of our back 3. And last but certainly not least, Simon Adingra joins us from Brighton for 30 million on the dot. He's actually a much stronger winger than Katamo on paper, 25, 81 rated. I know this is a little bit of a gamble, but sometimes it's better to gamble than playing it safe. And there we have it, the new and improved Wolverhampton Wanderers side going into the new campaign. And I've got a very good feeling about this new season. We have 2 fantastic strikers in Durant and Kalimuendo. Carvalho smashing it in that cam role. We've got 2 fantastic CDMs in Gomez and Raskin. And overall, guys, the team in its entirety is just much better. It's just a question now of if they can handle the Premier League as well as European football. Well, the Premier League's handle, we've got Champions League football next year after finishing 3rd. And you know what's mental? We were only 9 points away from winning the damn thing. We, however, were nowhere near winning the FA Cup, and Harrogate knocked us out of the Carabao Cup. I don't know about you guys, but I don't think we're going to win these 2. We, however, may win the Europa League, as in the league phase, we did finish 3rd. But we got knocked out straight away by Feyenoord on penalties. And that, guys, does not fill me with confidence going into the Champions League. Saying that, though, Napoli and AS Monaco made the bloody final. I know that Napoli are unbelievable right now, but AS Monaco aren't exactly an amazing team, are they? And on paper, despite despite us losing to Feyenoord, I'm willing to bet we can definitely take them on and beat them. As for the stats, granted they're nothing spectacular, but once again John Duran with 27 goal contributions in 50 games. Man, what a player he's been since he rejoined the Premier League with us. And the thing is, guys, with this team, I don't think we need to change anything with the starting team. I think it's more the squad depth we need to focus on now. Because as you can see from the players we've got, they are some decent ones, but there's not enough quality here, is there? And if we are to compete in the Premier League and Champions League next year and not get embarrassed, we definitely need quality to replace the quality on the pitch. And guys, as I went through the squad up, there's one thing I actually noticed that was absolutely bizarre to me. We've only actually got one goalie in the team. So I immediately sorted that problem out by spending 13 million on Chelsea's goalkeeper, Michael Cooper. As you can see, he's in his late 20s, he's 81 rated. When Atabolo's out, he can definitely step in and fill his shoes. As for our next signing, we needed to bolster the strength of our CDM role, which is where Tyler Adams comes in. And as you can tell from his stats and overall, he's the perfect backup for either Raskin or Gomez. And we do still have an insane amount of money to spend, 89 mil to be exact. But honestly, I don't think we need to spend any more money. The team itself doesn't need messing with. I'm very happy with it as it is right now. And with our two new additions to the bench, we're looking solid here too. I'm telling you, don't write Wolves off. The Premier League title and the Champions League is definitely up for grabs this season. Unfortunately, the league title is way out of our grasp. 8 points behind City, but we did finish third, meaning we got Champions League football once again next year. I do want to win this league title though, but in order to do that, I feel like we're going to have to be insanely harsh next year with the transfers. Once again though, we crash out of the FA Cup and Leeds beat us in the Carabao Cup. Yeah, at this point I've just accepted it. We ain't winning either of these. On the other hand though, we could win the Champions League as we've absolutely stormed the league phase. And we progress to the quarters after beating Frankfurt 3-0 on aggregate. We go to the semis after narrowly getting past Real Madrid, but we lost to Inter in the semis. Bro, how do we beat Real Madrid but not Inter Milan? I mean, I suppose we did lose to the Champions League winners, but that is a tough pill to swallow. I mean, come on, man. We came so bloody close with this team. And let's be real, the stats this year are quite frankly the best they've ever been. But it's like I said when I was on about the Premier League title, if we are to take Wolves that one step further, we're going to have to be insanely brutal with next year's transfers. And that means potentially sorting new wingers out for Rashford and Adingra, maybe a new centre-back for Saar, improving our bench even further, and maybe once we've done all that, we'll become Premier League champions and the Champions League winners. I will say though, guys, I am very confident that the first signing of two that we're going to make in this season's transfer window, I'm pretty damn sure he's just sealed the deal for us winning the Prem and UCL. As the latest addition to Wolverhampton Wanderers is Jared Branthwaite for 65.5 million. And he's quite literally the perfect middle back 3 centre back. He's 6'5", insane defending and physicality, 86 rated. And if he can't help us win the Prem and UCL, our next signing certainly will. As Jamie Gittins joins us from Borussia Dortmund for 71.6 million. He's 7 years younger than Marcus Rashford and just way better in every department. And I know that I said there was more things that I want to do, but I feel like we've done enough now. As not only does the starting team look better than it's quite frankly ever been, the bench itself with Rashford and Saar there looks stacked as well. Last year we were quite far away from the Premier League title, but we were inches away from the Champions League final. But I'm hoping the two new additions to this team can help us not only reach the finish line, but cross it this time. But I can't believe this. Not only did we finish second in the Premier League, we finished second to the professional second place finishers in Arsenal. Oh, it wasn't even close either. 9 bloody points. Why did we draw 14 games? Nah, we are going to win this. I'm telling you, we're going to win this at some point. We, however, probably aren't going to win the FA Cup, nor the Carabao Cup. Honestly though, not only have I given up on this, I just don't care anymore. I care more about the Champions League, where once again we cruise to the round of 16. And that's where we've annihilated Villarreal 6-2 on aggregate. We're comfortably beating Frankfurt 4-2. And this time we're in the final after beating Dortmund 5-3 on aggregate. We're playing Man City in the final. But good grief, that's a good team. They've got Dewey, they've got Grealish still at their team. Echevere is their cam, Haaland up top. I mean, their attack's good to be fair, and their midfield, but their back four and keeper, not so much. And when our boys have put numbers like this in this year, that does fill me with a little bit of confidence going into this game. As we have no injuries, no suspensions, everybody's fit, everybody's healthy, we are ready for Manchester City. And whilst it's true we've yet to win a single trophy with Wolves, we could change that right now by winning the biggest one of all of them at club level, the Champions League. And here we go, guys. The only thing, actually, I'm a little bit nervous about is the fact we've got a 3 at the back formation. It hasn't really messed us up just yet, but in-game it's always different, isn't it? And this is what I mean. They could easily split us open just like that. Look at the space there. Left winger's gone on the left side. And here they come still up. Oh, Holland's got a shot. Oh, he's rattled the bar. Here they come on the left side. CJ Aiken Riley. Oh, my God. Dewey's just completely taking him out of the game. Oh, good tackle, Murillo. Oh, here we go. What are we doing here? Holland. Oh, bloody hellfire. We're playing with fire at the back here. A goal's going to come. I'm calling it. A goal's going to come. I feel like it's coming. Oh, my God. How Man City aren't winning this game, I'll never know. It's been 21 minutes in this game, and we've barely been in there off. What is this? We do have the ball finally up their end. Okay, Duran's on the ball. Gittins. Okay, formerly Barno Gittins. Duran. Oh, he's got some strength. Can he? Oh, what a goal that would have been. We could have done with scoring that, to be fair, with how bloody good Man City been playing. Gittins on the ball. Okay, can we find Duran? Oh, my God, we found it. Oh, my God, Duran. Oh my God, that is the most undeserved goal I've ever scored. We have been absolutely annihilated for basically this entire game so far, and yet we're the ones who've scored. And it's had to be John Duran, didn't he? He's just a beast, man. Bottom right corner, Chevalier didn't stand a chance. Here come Man City, though. They're going to apply the pressure once again, but I feel like we might have figured them out. As here we come on the counter-attack. Gittins on the ball. Okay, he's got a chance to make it. No way, could we make it 2? Oh, what a save, Chevalier. Gittins to take the corner. Headers have been fixed, I believe, so let's... Okay, well, apparently they have, but I don't think that's the case. Second off now, Gittins causing some trouble on this left-hand side of the pitch. He's going to try to cut in. Oh, bloody hell, Gray. And here comes... Oh, there's no middle centre-back. Come on, guys, get your bloody acts together. What are you doing? See, that's what I dislike greatly about a 3 at the back formation, man. One bad bit of positioning and you're done. But here comes a Dingra. Okay, we can make this weird. Oh, that is a gorgeous... Oh, bloody offside. You know what, guys? I'll happily take a 1-0 win here. I'm not fussed about attacking, but bloody hell, I do not want to concede. Here comes Holland, though, speaking of conceding. Oh, he's not... Oh, how is that just rebounded to him? Well done, yet again. That is not handball, man. Give over. Some BS this ref's on here, guys. Raskin's on the ball, our CDM. Why is he pushing further up the pitch than the Dingra? There we go. That's a bit better. Oh, we could go all the way here. Oh, this has got to be... Oh, my God, with 20 minutes to go. How are we 2-0 up? This is actually insane, man. I mean, to be fair, the first half we were dreadful, but in the second half we've been by a mile the best team. It's just crazy to me that we haven't conceded. I don't think the defence was expecting me to just run through the box like that. I think they were expecting me to pull it back a bit sooner. And now they are beginning to panic because we've got them figured out, but they haven't been able to figure us out just yet. Okay, Man City may... Oh, hang on. No, they don't. What on earth was that? Raskin on the ball. Okay. Oh, that's a gorgeous little ball through. Okay, can we make anything... No, we can't. Holland is in behind our defence now. Oh, he's just been surrounded. Fair play, though. He's forced to save. He had no right from that position to get a shot off him. Fair play to him. A Dingra, though, he sees that run. Gittins is going to receive it. The question is he going to be able to take on Fernandez? Is he going to cut inside? Yes, he has. He's done it. This could be 3 here. This could... Oh, my God, it's 3. Oh, my God, it's done with seconds to go of the 90 minutes. Potentially, like, what, 1 or 2 extra time minutes added on. Yeah, this game's done. That is counter-attack football at its absolute finest as well, man. They're still not giving up, though. City want at least 1 goal to take home from this final, and they might just get it. Great save. And that is the full-time whistle. City do not get a goal. They don't even really get a sniff of one because our team have just beaten them 3-0 in the UCL final to make them the best team in the world. And I am frankly beyond buzzing. When we joined Wolves, they were a team sniffed in that relegation zone. When we took charge of them, though, they were nowhere near it. They kept progressing, even even after having to sell pretty much our best players to any team who finished above us who came in for them. And granted, we didn't win any other trophy, but we won the biggest one in the Champions League. And that means my job with them is done. If you have enjoyed this video and would like to see more content just like this in the future, drop it a big old thumbs up and smash that subscribe button. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like to see another video right now, YouTube recommends you watch this.